Well, hello, 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 fellow addicts. Alyssa and Safi popping in once again with exciting news. We have received the next event packet from EA, laying out the details for the next event in our pocket-sized towns. And you know what that means. Spoiler time. Of course, as you should all know by now, we weren't allowed to initially share any of the info with you guys because of the NDA we signed with EA. I feel like we need to give that disclaimer every time we do this. But we're not allowed to disclose anything until EA gives us the okay. So as of now, the restriction has been lifted, and we're able to share the details of the next event spoilers with you guys. So like always, we're going to give you a quick rundown of what the next event will entail with some spoiler details and images. So get ready, grab a pen and paper, and be prepared for information overload. Remember, we're going to reveal a bunch of spoilers in this video, so if you don't want to know, this may not be the video for you. And now for your official spoiler warning. Spoilers incoming in 3, 2, 1. Spoiler time. The next event will hit our games on Wednesday, June 7th. And the theme of this one is golf. An event after cranky old guy's heart. And even this event is entitled, go ahead, Zaf.
4.
I think this wins the prize for shortest event title ever. So now let's show off the splash screen. Saf, thoughts on that splash screen?
I like that splash screen. It's nice. It's got some pretty cool designs going on. Overall, it's again on a bit of the positive side, which has me a little bit worried about the prize track, because generally when we have a good splash screen, the event tends to be bad. I really like how you get to see all sorts of different elements of the event. It really focuses on the golf. It's really clear. You can see the country club in the back, Homer in his golf skin, and you got Skyfinger wearing a nice little golf shirt with his golf club. So overall, pretty cool splash screen. How about you? What do you think?
I'm a big fan of Skyfinger's sweater vest. I think it's adorable. Anytime Skyfinger dresses up, whether it's a bow tie or I think in the Super or the Secret Agents event, he was wearing a tuxedo. I am a big fan of Skyfinger in some clothes, so I really like this one. I think it's adorable. But like you said, it gives you pause for a second, because usually when the splash screen is good, the event isn't so great. So fingers crossed that this one will be good. All right, so some quick basic facts about the event overall. Once again, we are at another multi-event with each act hitting every 9 days. Similar formula to what we've been seeing. So with that being said, Act 1 will start on June 7th, which is a Wednesday. I can't apparently speak. Act 2 will start on Friday, June 16th. Act 3 will start on Sunday, June 25th. And Act 4 will start on Tuesday, July 4th. And this event will run until July 12th. So get ready for 5 weeks of sand traps and golf carts. Anyway, so we know the theme of this one is golf, but what are we looking at this time around in terms of event? Well, here's the event overview from EA. As a mild summer settles into Springfield, the residents of the city find themselves looking for something to do. To help them out, Skyfinger pulls the Springfield Glen Country Club out of the void. However, Mayor Quimby finds himself excluded from the membership of the country club and vows revenge upon opening a rival course. And if that wasn't enough, Mr. Burns finds out that his rival, Aristotle, is trying to steal his tee times and challenges him to a match to determine who gets to keep it. What will happen? We're not sure, but you keep your head down. Springfielders are lousy shots. Staff, thoughts on the event overview?
I mean, the event overview sounds pretty fun, interesting. You got a couple of things going on. You got the dynamic of the different country clubs and golf courses coming out. You got Mayor Quimby's revenge against the country club for excluding him. Then you got this little battle between Mr. Burns and Aristotle Amandopoulos. So I mean, you got a little bit of everything going on there. It feels like they're kind of maybe separated into little acts with the different elements there. But yeah, overall, I like that there's a bunch of things going on, not just like one little single thing that they're trying to stretch out over 4 weeks. How about you? What do you think of that synopsis?
Feels like they're trying to stretch a storyline, and they're just reaching for some other content to add to it because they didn't have enough of one. So that's kind of what it feels like. But listen, I'm all for it. I think the storyline's always usually really good, so it'll be exciting to see how that transpires. All right, so let's get into some overview facts about the event. These are things that we are always asked. First up, pretty much everyone will be able to play this event. You will only need to be on level 12 for this one to trigger for you. Characters needed for event currency. These will be used throughout each act. The Fab Four are back. Homer, Marge, Bart, and Lisa. And then we have Quimby, Burns, Smithers, Aristotle, and new premiums, of which there will be 4, 1 for each act. And we have some bonuses here. A character earned on the Act 1 prize track will help, and both of the donut promo skins that you can purchase with this event will help. We'll cover the details on those in a little bit, but you've got some bonuses here that we haven't seen in a little while, especially with a free character on the prize track helping earn event currency. Pretty standard with the prize track. Each prize track contains 5 prize slots, 20 prizes total, but really, I'd say 16 prizes, and you'll see why. Here is what the prize track includes. We have 1 new character, 1 NPC, 2 costumes, 3 new buildings, 9 new decorations, a bonus facade, and 4 womp 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 mystery box tokens. You guys know how I feel about mystery box tokens on a prize track. Seth, any thoughts on that quick rundown there?
I mean, characters are few. You got a lot of the mystery box tokens, 1 per act, some skins. So overall, it's not the best. It's kind of going back to some of the low days of a couple of years ago. So I'm not that thrilled about that prize track. The curse of the great splash screen continues.
All right, well, let's go over this prize track. And as we discuss, as always, I will put some images up on the screen. So for Act 1, the first prize is the Golf Course Fountain, which is a decoration. And then we have Susan, the full character. This is the character that will be able to help you earn event currency once you unlock her. Prize number 3 is the June History Mystery Box Token. So that is the mystery box for this event. Prize 4 is Springfield Glen Entrance, which is another decoration. And rounding out Act 1, we have the building on this prize track, which is the Burns' Hounds Quarters. Saf, thoughts on the Act 1 prize track?
I mean, we've always said this. Anytime there's a mystery box token, it sucks. But we've always said that every time there's a free character, that's a great prize track. But now, I mean, you got the 1 sucks and the 1 great thing, but that little extra caveat that comes with this little event is that Susan's not only a character that you're getting for free on the prize track, she's a character that's going to help you with the rest of Act 1 and all of Act 2, 3, and 4. Yep. So I think that pushes this from above a mediocre prize track to a very cool prize track, something we haven't seen in a long time. So yeah, I'm actually going to give this a pretty high rating for this prize track just because of that little blast from the past. I mean, I think we're talking about like 7 years ago since the last time.
It's been a while.
An actual event prize has helped with the event currency. If not 7, maybe at least 6 years. It's been a long time. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with this prize track, despite the fact that it has a mystery box token. How about you? What do you think of this prize track?
Standard Act 1 prize track. It's the peak of the event. And then I have a feeling we'll start to slowly roll downhill after this. All right, let's talk Act 2. So the first prize in the Act 2 prize track is the Golf Tee Box, which is a decoration. And then we have the Sand Bunker, which is another decoration. And then we jump to the June History Mystery Box Token. Yay! Prize 4 on the Act 2 prize track is the Golfin' a Dolphin, which is just fun to say. That's a building for Springfield. And rounding out the Act 2 prize track, we have Golfer Homer, which is a costume for everyone's favorite Homer, as if he'd needed more clothes to wear. Saf, thoughts on the Act 2 prize track?
And our first shot was great. We landed right on the fairway, but this second shot, we landed in the bunker. We are in problem territory here. Yeah, we got a mystery box token. We got a skin for Homer. Homer, a person who's got 167 skins or something like that. Pretty close to. And
He's
then
got an outfit for every day of the year.
right? And two decorations that are kind of meh. And the building, I mean, yeah, the name is fun, the Golfing Dolphin, but aside from the little dolphin logo on the billboard, it's just an ordinary building. So yeah, definitely I like that. First one shot, I was pretty happy with. I know you thought it was just an average act one. I thought it was right in the middle of the fairway, but this one, we are in the bunker. It's not looking good. How about you? What do you think of
I
Act
feel
One?
like we might be stuck more in the sand trap with this one. Uh, all right, so Act 3.
Wish we were stuck, fell in the water and could get a mulligan and do it again.
Yeah, there
But
you go. Maybe with Act 3 we'll hit the water, and you'll see why when we talk about the final prize on the Act 3 prize track. All right, Act 3 prizes. The first prize is a decoration, and that is the golf ball washer. And then we have another costume. This time for Bart, and this is Caddy Bart. And then we have everyone's favorite mystery box token. And the fourth prize on the Act 3 prize track is a golf cart, which is decoration. And I will actually say I'm excited for that one. I feel like we need a golf cart, just a standalone, besides the one that I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember the guy's name that rides around in the Reverend Lovejoy's boss. I can't think of his name.
oh, geez.
Anyway.
Yeah, the chaplain, oh my God, what's his name? I'm
drawing a blank. We'll think of it. And finally, rounding out the Act 3 prize track is the golf course alligator, an NPC for this event. There you go, Safi. That is your mulligan in the water. The gator ate it.
And the gator's got a baby too. I mean, the NPC looks pretty cool. But overall, again, it's a little bit step up from Act 2 in my opinion, but not nearly as good as Act 1. Again, mystery prize token, and the NPC is a little bit better than a skin for Homer, so that's why I'm rating slightly above Act 2. But still, we're in the rough. We're not on the fairway yet. So hoping that Act 4 brings us right into the hole. And we, like the screenshot said, it's par 4. So I'm hoping that Act 4 we can make it in par. How about you? What do you think of Act 3?
Well, first of all, the character I was thinking of is the parson.
Chaplain, thank you.
He is the one that rides around in a golf cart, which is that's an amusing task. So I'm excited to have a golf cart. In my opinion, I think the golf cart might be the best price on this particular price track. I'm just excited about the golf cart. Although I do like the idea of the Caddy Bart skin. That was a fun episode. So I like the idea of having that.
We discussed Wad Gold's at length, season 32, episode 13. There's a recap of him. Both of us were really big fans of that episode.
Yeah, and I'll link that in whichever corner. I think it's this one, but we'll see how I appear on the screen.
And most of the content from this event does come from that episode. I mean, we do have a few more episodes. We got Judge Me Tender for some of the content, and of course, Susan has been in many, many episodes as a Springfield socialite. But yeah, Wad Gold's 3213, definitely a big episode in this event.
All right, so let's jump to the Act 4 prize track. This is the final prize track of this event. First prize on that prize track is golf clubs. That is a decoration. Then we have the crowd of golfers, which is another decoration. Third prize on the Act 4 prize track is mystery box token. Fourth prize on the Act 4 prize track is the Sand Trap ATV, which is another decoration. And finally, concluding this event, the final prize is the Golf Green Bundle, which is a building plus a facade. So this is your little bit of a bonus item here. You get the golf green, and then there's another skin for it that you can kind of change the appearance of it. Saf, thoughts on the Act 4 prize track?
Again, kind of meh. I would say we fall short of reaching par here. It looks like we're going to be a bogey.
Double bogey, I think.
double bogey. You know, where a golfer's worst nightmare is the bogeyman. So, yeah, it's not looking good here. Act one definitely was the tops for me in this one. And Act two dropped down. Act three went up a little bit. Act four, kind of a bit of maybe the same as Act three. I can't really differentiate the two that much. Not really ending on a high here. How about you? What do you think of Act four?
Yeah, I mean it's not as bad as it could be. But it's I mean golf clubs is a prize. I mean, come on. So, but that seems to be the way that these things go. So, if you don't have high expectations, you can't be disappointed. So,
I mean, there's been a lot of golf related episodes. Like I said, I mean, we have a few main ones here: Wad Goals, 3213, and back in the season finale of season 21, episode 23, Judge Me Tender. And then there's a few episodes with the socialite. So they are pulling from multiple episodes, but there's only so much golf content. Considering how much golf content we already have in our games, it's not like this is the first time we're having anything golf related in our Springfields. So considering all that, I'm pretty impressed with how much they're able to pull. But yeah, they are drawing in straws a little bit with having the four mystery box tokens and having the golf clubs as a prize and the teats as a prize and like yeah, the golf ball washer as a prize. I mean, come on.
Well, you'll certainly be able to build the ultimate golf course in Springfield, which I know one person who's very excited about that.
Not going to be cranky this next 4 or 5 weeks.
All right, let's talk premium content. So with this event, pretty standard. We've got 4 new combos, 1 for each act, 150 donuts for each of the 4 combos. So you will need 600 donuts total for the event-specific premiums. These are the premium items that unlock with each act, and these are the ones that will help you earn event currency. So 600 donuts total to purchase all of those. That's pretty standard. Gil will be making an appearance during this event. You should see him pop up this time around Act 2. Usually he appears during Act 3. This time we'll see him during Act 2. The event packet from EA says that his deal is 200 donuts. So you will need 800 donuts total to buy all the event premiums with this event. All right, let's talk Gil first. Gil deal details. I just like saying that. So Gil, this time around is it's 200 donuts, and it's not gonna lie, guys, it's a little lackluster in my opinion. I have to wait and see what it does. It's a driving range. It is upgradable though, so there are different appearances to it, and I've put images for all of them up on the screen here. It's I don't know, 200 donuts for this seems odd. Seems a little lackluster. Again, it's got to do something amazing to really make it worth it. We don't have the details as far as what it's actually going to do yet. But at the moment, I will reserve judgment. But it's a little lackluster for Gil, in my opinion. Saf, what do you think?
Again, yeah, I'm kind of curious about the upgradable. This has the potential, like if they made it an actual golf game where you do well in the golf game and it upgrades. If you don't do well, then $200, sorry, 200 donuts is a steal.
$200 would be a big problem.
Yeah, it would be a big problem. 200 donuts is a steal at that rate, but kind of curious. I mean, if it's something where you have to put in your in-game cash to upgrade, I mean, they just implemented 2 new features that are taking up so much cash. So to add a third thing that's taking up cash for 200 donuts, yeah, that would be a massive fail. Again, we're going from a double bogey to a quadruple bogey. So yeah, it's wait and see before I can give my final judgment on this. It could go anywhere from amazing if it's, like I said, a mini game, to absolutely horrible if the upgrades require in-game cash. So we'll have to wait and see.
All right, let's talk premium content. And again, as we go over, these are the act-specific premiums. As we go over these, I will throw images up on the screen. So for Act 1, the first premium combo is the Springfield Glen Country Club and Evelyn Peters. So this is a building and character combination for 150 donuts. Saf, thoughts on this one?
And again, excited that Act 1, we're getting 2 female characters that have been shown up in the episodes many, many times. I think they each have close to a dozen appearances. So these are all like one-off characters that we've been seeing in a lot of events lately. Both Susan and Evelyn. I mean, they're socialites. It's not like they're a huge part of it, but you do see them in a lot of episodes. Marge's dress comes to mind and so forth. So to get Ellen Peters, I'm excited to have her as a premium character, especially with Susan at the same time. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this combo. And the building is really nice too. Another like fancy golf clubs. Yeah. Golf golf club.
All right, for Act 2, the premium combo is the Springfield Municipal Golf Course and Jimmy, another building and character combo. 150 donuts. Saf, thoughts on this one?
Here's another example of the ones I was talking about, one-off premium. So Jimmy was only that one episode, I believe, Judge Me Tender, where he was briefly Homer's caddy. But yeah, I mean, if I had to choose between the two, there's no contest. Evelyn Peters, if you're donor rich and farm or whatever, get them both. But definitely not as excited about this combo as I am about the Act 1 combo.
All right, for Act 3, we have Caddyshack, Gopher not included, and Chadlington. This is another building and character combo, 150 donuts. Saf, thoughts on this one?
I mean, we loved that episode of Wad Goals. I remember during that episode that you've linked to, we talked about like all the content that they could bring into an event from that one episode. So, I mean, if this event sucks, I mean, you can kind of blame Alyssa and I.
Oh, thanks.
Well, we suggested this way back in season 32, but yeah, Challengton was Mr. Bidford, President Bidford's caddy before Bart took the job. It was one of the characters we mentioned would be fun to have. So I am looking forward to having him in the game. The building, again, not as fun as Evelyn and the Country Club, but still not bad.
All right, and rounding out the event-specific premiums with Act 4, we will see Springfield Junipers Golf Club and Club President Bildorf. Another 150 donut combo. It's a building and character. Saf, thoughts on this one?
Yeah, this is up there with Evelyn, and Evelyn's been in more episodes. Like I said, Bildorf was just in the one, but like it was such a good episode. The Juniper Country Club looks so nice. To me, this is like a 1B behind Evelyn, 1A. So if you had to pick one, I'd still recommend go with Evelyn. If you got enough for two, then go with Bildorf and the Juniper Country Club. Yeah, definitely for me, that's my ranking.
All right. And we do have, as I mentioned at the top, there is a donut promo with this one. This one's a little bit different than what we've been seeing. This one is, the donut promo is Golfing Dr. Hibbert and Golfing Dr. Nick, 2 skins. Plus you get 165 donuts. This one is $11.99. So we've been seeing them at $9.99. This is 2 skins. It's $11.99. At least that's what EA is telling us in the event packet. $11.99 US. So this is a little bit different. Saf, thoughts on these? Do you think you'll be making this purchase?
No, again, I just don't feel comfortable making in-game cash real life cash purchase for skins, especially characters that do have other skins available. Dr. Hibbert's got quite a few. Like usually, if I want them in something else, I'll go with the Stonecutters. But yeah, for me, I'm gonna pass on this. Like I said, I always drop real money into the game a couple times per year because I mean this game's giving me so much joy. But usually it's for like a full character where I'm getting more value, more bang for my buck, in my opinion. So for me, I'm personally going to pass on this one, hoping that they show up in a few years down the line in some sort of mystery box. Until then, I don't mind being without them. So yeah, it's a pass for me. How about you?
Yeah, I agree. I have a hard time spending the cash, especially at a slightly higher price point than what we've been used to for costumes. You know, I prefer to spend that on full characters or really, really, really good buildings that do something like worthwhile. But you do get the donuts with it, so it's not a total loss. It's like you're spending cash for the donuts anyway. But yeah, so this one's probably a pass for me as well. All right, there is a June history mystery box. This is something we talked about kind of when we were talking about the mystery box tokens. As far as content, I'm not going to list everything right now. There's roughly 40 items in the box, and we'll lay out what's inside in the rundown post when the event actually hits our games. But for now, the basic idea is honestly it's content from events of June past. So if you go all the way back in TSTO history, you've got things like stonecutters and superheroes. Those are the kind of content items that are in this box. It's interesting, but that's what will be in this. It's a June history mystery box. From what I can tell, I think we can all tell the mystery box will cost tokens, and you should be able to also buy them in addition to the prize track in the store using donuts. And don't forget the Shattered Dreams mystery box should return once you've completed Act 4, and we'll lay out the details once that hits. All right, guys. Saf, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
No, that's it from me.
Okay. All right, guys. So that's going to do it from us for now. Hopefully this spoiler video gets you pumped for this event, and look forward to start on Wednesday, June 7th. And once it goes live, we will, of course, have a rundown post up on TSTOaddicts.com with all the info you will need for Act 1 and beyond. Until then, have fun, stay out of the sand traps, stay on the green, and, keep on tapping. We will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.